When I first started going to visits, I was very nervous. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what my role was, and I felt very uncomfortable. And I remember having a hard time adjusting to the visits because I was accustomed to my children being under my care and being in my home. And I wondered, can I discipline them? Can I bring them food? And how are they going to treat me, my children? So I think one of the tips I would give a parent is just to relax. Go into it knowing that you're the parent, that's still your role, that your children love you, they want to be with you, and if you are just natural and be yourself, you'll be successful in your visits.
We want unsupervised visits as often as possible. That's really the best form of a visit, the unsupervised visit, when the parent, the child, or the children can interact in a natural setting. So we encourage and we try to get our clients unsupervised visits right from the beginning of the case. And there's certain factors that a judge is going to look at in order to determine when reunification should occur, when reunification can occur. And the judge is going to get a report as to the visits. The judge is going to get a report as to the quality of the visits, how often the visits occur, your interaction with your children at the visits.
Visitation is important from a judge's perspective because the judge is overseeing the efforts to reunify the family. So visitation is the highest factor to help us determine when reunification can occur. So we want to promote visitation and understand it and make sure it's occurring for this family.
If things are going well regarding your visits, the first thing to do is contact the caseworker, see if the caseworker will expand your visits on their own. If not, contact your attorney. Your attorney can file a motion. Sometimes an attorney can get back into court sooner than the next court date.
When parents have to come to a visit ongoing, say once a week or twice or even 3 times, you want to make something memorable about each visit so a child can be thinking of that for the next time or during the week when they're not with you. So having a routine to entrance and exit, or a favorite book you read, or even we encourage some parents to have sort of a handshake at the end of a visit, something that is just between them and the child. It helps the child to think about their parent. It also helps their parents give them something that they can take with them when they're gone.
If they're not demonstrating a regular commitment to their child through visitation, it's hard to show to the court and to the agency that they are really intent on reunifying with their child. Visitation not only tells the agency, it tells their child they want to be with them.
Visitation, it was great because my dad, he would come every week. He'd bring movies, cut my hair, sometimes he'd bring snacks. I just like being offered a program of spending time with my dad.
One of the things that I learned was that the children really look forward to the visits, and if I bring them something, anything that seems to excite them and shows them that I'm thinking about them when we're apart. Maybe it's a holiday, and so you bring a present. But when my children were returned to my care and I began to just readjust to life, caring for them, their needs again, one of the things I learned was how important those little gifts and stuffed animals and things that I brought really mattered to them.
Judges must ensure that siblings have visits first by knowing who are the siblings. And sometimes those siblings are minor age, sometimes they're older, 18, 19, young adults. And so it's very, very important that we know the family to know what the sibling relationships have been, and then make sure they're seeing one another because they're grieving that loss. It's traumatic for them to lose their parents as well as their siblings.
It's worth it to put effort into the visitation. It's worth it to make that commitment regardless of anything else going on in your life, any other crisis that you're facing. Just show up. That's the advice I have to give. Just be there for your kids. They need you.